So we were talking about keyboards the other day on my Twitch stream about how a good keyboard can make all the difference in the world when it comes to gaming. I know personally I am very particular about the kind of keyboard that I use. And so I had a company reach out to me, AULA Gaming. They sent me their F99 Pro. They wanted me to review that keyboard and give my thoughts on it. They're actually sponsoring today's video. And I just want to let you know that anything I review, any videos I do on products, the thoughts are always my own, my honest opinion about how well it works or how well it doesn't work. But before we get any further, let's go ahead and jump in here and we're going to show you everything about this keyboard and give you some good details about it and let you know about the F99 Pro. So the bottom keyboard is the FL99 Pro. It is a 96% keyboard. My current keyboard is the one that is located on top. It is a 75% keyboard. That's just to give you a reference point for the size difference. And we'll go over some of the more details of the FL99 Pro in just a few moments. So here are the accessories that come with the FL99 Pro. You get a key switch puller, keycap puller. You also get 2 replacement key switches as well. And you also get a 6-foot USB type A to type C connection. You can use it wireless or Bluetooth, which is what this keyboard is. So you have 3 forms of connection for your keyboard. So we'll do a sound test in just a few moments, but as I stated, this is a 96% layout, so it has 99 keys. It is a gasket mounted keyboard with 5 layers of dampening. The key switches are hot swappable for 3 or 5 pin switches, and it also has pre-lube Leo Bog switches. And again, we have 3 modes of connectivity, 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth and USB type C. We also have that multimedia control knob on it as well. And then we have south facing RGB lights, and the keys have a southern printed facing keys on them and an 8,000 milliamp extended battery life. And you also have a host of varying RGB lighting effects. It does have the gray wood version 3 switches, and they are absolutely silent, and we'll let you listen to them in just a second. So let's just lay it out here on the table for you. What my thoughts are on the FL99 Pro. You don't have to spend $200 and $300 on a keyboard to get a really nice keyboard. This keyboard is about 80 bucks. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on the AULA website as well if you want to pick it up for yourself. I'll leave a link for the Amazon if you want it. It'll be an affiliate link. But in reality, you know, a lot of keyboards are super expensive for really no reason at all. This is a good quality keyboard. You heard what it sounds like. I'll actually prefer that, you know, soft sound of typing. If you want to get different switches, you can, because they are hot swappable with 3 or 5 pins, like I said. And it's a really good solid base keyboard. There's not a whole lot that stands out. My keyboard that I use daily is pretty much in the exact same boat. Feels good typing. Typing experience on it is really nice. Gaming on it's really good as well. Again, my main option is that it doesn't have macro keys, but that's just a personal preference. As always, lighting on the keyboard is done really well. I mean, there's a host of different RGB effects that you can use. Not only that, you can use something like Signal RGB to control the lighting on the keyboard too. If you want to sync everything up, I currently have it synced up to my computer with Signal RGB. One thing I will say about the software, with most of these companies that are using these budget style keyboards, the software is not great. I mean, it gives you some basic options to, you know, change settings for the keyboard. I did have a little bit of an issue with glitchiness trying to set up the keyboard for itself. It took a little bit of messing around with, but eventually I got it set up. And after that, you know, it worked perfectly fine. But again, you don't need software for it at all. So these keyboards like AULA and Royal Kludge and a lot of other companies out there that make keyboards at this budget price point, I'm going to be honest with you, they are extremely well-made keyboards. They put a lot of effort, and for the price point, they really can't be beat. So if you were to pick up, you know, the AULA F99 Pro, if you're looking for a more almost full-size keyboard, again, it's 96%. I personally have gotten used to a smaller keyboard style, and when I first started using the FL99 Pro, it took me a little bit getting used to it, because that muscle memory, I was pressing keys that were in the wrong place because I was just used to how my other keyboard was. But it's a really nice keyboard. It works well. Lighting's done good, like I said. the actual keyboard itself, there's not a whole lot of give in it. You can press the keyboard and feel a little bit of give in the keyboard, but not a whole lot. Connectivity is really easy to set up. Turn on the Bluetooth and it automatically connected to my phone without me, really doing anything other than tap and connect. So you can connect to a phone, tablet. You can connect it wireless, to a Mac. My PC does have Bluetooth connectivity. I can connect to my PC. So there is just a host of things you can do with these keyboards. The majority of them are like this. So it's really good quality for an inexpensive price. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are a keyboard enthusiast and you want to build your own, go out and buy you one of those kits and build your own keyboard. But if you're just looking for a good quality gaming keyboard, it's going to get the job done, that feels good for typing as well, for gaming, and pretty much anything you want to do with it, the FL99 Pro is going to get the job done for you, and you're going to enjoy using that type of keyboard. My actual plan is to give my wife this keyboard and use it for her daily. She's currently using a wired keyboard. I don't know if she's going to use it for it in wireless mode or not. She might not, because having to charge it up. But anyway, this keyboard feels good, and any of these keyboards in this price bracket are going to get the job done for you, and you're going to enjoy using it. If you don't like those type of switches, they got several other different types of switches as well. I personally chose this keyboard when they asked me which one I want, because I like the keycaps and the style of keycap. My only real issue with the keyboard is the software itself. Software across these style of keyboards are pretty basic. Install it, set it up, and that's good and bad, because it doesn't allow for a whole lot of customization. Lighting can be controlled with the keyboard, so you don't need the software. So a majority of the things that are available on the keyboard, you don't even need software for. So that is one real plus in my book. But again, downside, software. Other than that, connectivity is great, but it's just a good, solid keyboard if you want to grab one. Whether it's the F99 Pro or one of the other keyboards from them, you can pick it up as well. And I'll leave some links for some other keyboards from AULA as well, because they have some really nice ones. But anyway, this is my thoughts on the FL99 Pro. If you want to grab it, again, I'll leave links. If you like these type of keyboards, grab one. If you're looking for a new keyboard, I would recommend it, because it's just a good overall keyboard.